Yes, y'all know what it is, man. It's the Ern and Iso show. If you don't know nothing, you know we back at it. First and foremost, man, we thank y'all for being here. We ask that you like, rate, review, share, subscribe, all of those good things. It shows that you appreciate the big things that we do. Well, listen, y'all know how we record. We record in bulk. We don't know when we'll release this. This may be Tuesday, this may be Friday, but nonetheless, you know what I mean, happy Easter to you. Nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's get into the pod the way we normally get into the pod, man. How was your week? How was your weekend?
Everything was wonderful. Like I say, very grateful that I ain't got no complaints. And I like to once again thank y'all for the love and support that y'all give us, man. Helping us continue to be most of y'all new favorite podcast now. And like I say, man, we trying to bust some moves behind the scenes and all that. You gotta keep things in the dark. Like I said, you got a lot of suckers and a lot of haters. So I don't want. I've been stopped talking about the stuff we trying to do, man. We just trying to get the stuff done, and then when it's ready, it's ready. So other than that, man, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for all the love and support, man. And I really ain't got too much to complain. Like I said, I ain't got too much more to say other than that. But except thank y'all, man. Y'all hope some of y'all understood. I think the Friday episode when we was talking about got into the hip hop episode. That was Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Understood what I was saying. Like I said, they kind of stop us. I can't really see the comments. Ern can see most of the comments. I can't see the comments. You know what I mean? They got it, so I can't really see the comments. I guess that's the thing of me. They trying to like stop like our interaction and all that, and stop our engagement and all that, because I can't really see too many comments. I only see like maybe 2 or 3 comments on a post. So I can't really go back and forth with y'all and dialogue with y'all the way I want to. But I hope y'all enjoyed that one or the Tuesday one. I don't forgot what I did on the Tuesday one. What was the Tuesday one about? Did the Matrix, right?
Matrix.
Okay, yeah. We did the financial part of the Matrix, which that was crazy. Which I'm glad that y'all, that reminded me what I wanted to say. I'm glad that y'all still supported the episode anyway, even though they tried to do like some funny style shit and like not like release it. Then we had to go and like dispute it. And then they released it like later on the same day.
Yeah, I was at work by the time it came out.
See what I'm saying? But I'm like, but then with the explanation that you telling us don't make no sense. So it's just we just trying to slow y'all down for the sake of slowing y'all down. Like I said, YouTube doing it, but I know it's not really they're not the ones behind it. There's other people behind that trying to slow everything down that we do. Because the reasoning why didn't make no sense. That's why I just came out later on that day. Because if the reasoning was really that, you wouldn't have put it out. You would have told us you can't put it out at all. So, I mean, like I say, whatever. People trying to slow us down don't make y'all content no better. And the people, thank y'all. Y'all still support it even though it didn't come out on time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like
I think I sent the joint out at like 6. So it came out like 12 hours after the time that I disputed it for a 1-hour episode. All it takes for one person to watch the episode and be like, this is not what we thought it was. So for it to take 12 hours for it to come up is obscene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's all it is. Like I say, you can't. And my thing is this: if y'all messing with the views, y'all trying to mess with the views anyway. So what is doing that on top of it trying to do? That just let me know like how much better we are than the rest of y'all. That y'all got to do that because my attitude, my pride wouldn't even allow me to do that. I'll just say, well, if I'm better than y'all, I'm just going to show that I'm better. Not, okay, we going to keep putting out the same stale-ass content and the same back and forth that people ain't fucking with. Well, make sure you do everything you do to slow them down. Like I say, bro, the time that you putting in, the time and effort and making the phone calls, man, get y'all content. But I keep saying that, but y'all probably, some of y'all probably capped out and reach y'all ceiling anyway. So that's why you got to do stuff like that. Like I said, man, thank y'all anyway. Thank y'all for still supporting the episode even though it didn't come out on time. Like I said, I'm starting to notice that more and more and more. Our stuff don't come out on time. They try to hold it. I am noticing that too, that they trying to hold it and the stuff don't never come out on time no more. But Tuesday was just crazy. To hold it for that much of the day, and then you really ain't really giving no you just really gave it just a BS reason. Then soon we disputed that you just put it out. Yeah, that's just showing me that you just people in the works just trying to slow us down. Like I say, damn, is we that much better than them? That people got to resort to doing stuff like that? I guess that's kind of scary how much people like y'all, like us. You know what I mean? Cause that was crazy to me. I was like, yo, what episode that? That episode just didn't come out. And the reasoning was weak. I'm like, and then you put it out late on the day. If it was that bad, you wouldn't even put it out at all. So, but y'all still support us. Now we still had a great week anyway. You know what I mean? So, thank y'all for that, man. Thank y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did. We had a great week.
Yeah. All right. Know what I mean? That shit, to me, that shit reek of desperation. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, my pride wouldn't allow me to do all that. My pride wouldn't allow me to go to somebody else and have that person that can go pull some strings and get that done. To me, I'd be too prideful to do that. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, listen, man, if my stuff ain't good enough, or just the people that just rock with me. I wouldn't be trying to slow somebody else down to, I don't know, because like I said, just because you try to slow us down doesn't make the people going to go run to y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just don't make sense to me. All right, try to slow them down, everything they do. That's going to make your stuff better, good enough for everybody to just run to you and listen to y'all? No. Because everybody's views is just the damn same. So, but whatever, man. Anyway, damn, I didn't know we should do this. See, the reason why I don't do this is because I want to do it while it's still fresh in my mind. But at the same time, I hate when people do movie reviews like soon as the movie come out. Because I may not have seen the movie right away. I might need like a week or something to see the movie. So I don't even know when we going to put this out, but we're going to record it right now so it's fresh in my mind because I'll mess around and I'll forget. Because I just seen the movie yesterday, and it's still probably going to be little scenes that I might forget about. You know what I mean? Even from yesterday. But anyway, now we're going to do the movie review of Sinners, which was a great movie.
Yeah, shout out Ryan Coogler.
They said the movie was 2 hours. It's a minute change, but to me, the movie felt short. Like, I would have been mad if the movie was longer. Kind of flesh out more of the story, characters, stories, and all that. I wouldn't have minded.
Speaking of that, I'll let you go into John, because I know you're going to do your review. This is why I hate movies that start out the way that joint start out. The movies that start out like the ending, and then it played back. Like, I hate that, because that's how come it's like that movie. Certain movies, like this, you're like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we got 2 hours and 15 minutes left. I don't clock watch when I watch a movie. But when certain scenes like, oh, this is the part when he run into the joint and this is the beginning of the movie, you know it's ending. Like, it times the movie for you. It like leaves things that you don't anticipate. You like less anticipated. You're like, oh, this is the end because this is what's happened at the beginning. You know movies like that I'm talking about? Where they start at the ending and then you watch the movie and then it get back to that part. You're like, oh, this shit about to end. We at the part where it started at. So I don't like movies like that. That's the only thing about that movie I didn't like. That it started at the ending and shit.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it was a movie that I saw. I took my wife out to see it, you know what I'm saying? She didn't even know nothing about it. I was like, yo, check this joint out. If you want to see it, I'll take you to go see it. I didn't think it was gonna be as highly anticipated. Like now it's like everybody talking about it. People talking about it's one of the best movies of the year. You know what I'm saying? I hope we ain't spoiling that. The people saying it's like one of the best vampire movies, and people knew that it was a vampire movie or not. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're going to do a spoiler alert because we're going to talk about the movie, but I enjoyed it though. You know what I mean? But I'm going to let you go and do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The movie is based in the town. I want to say, is it Clarksdale, Mississippi?
Mm-hmm.
Not Clarksville. It's Clarksdale, right? I want to say it's Clarksdale, Mississippi, in the Mississippi Delta, down in the Mississippi Delta. Supposedly the year is at least it's 1932 or around about that time, something like that, 1932, and it started. Yeah, it did start. That's why I understand what you're saying now, because when it said that, because it went to it showed him showing back up and talked to his father in the church.
Right.
Then it was like. Then the joint was like, all right, one day earlier. I was like, the whole movie is based about one day on the same day.
Yeah.
So that did kind of throw me off. I'm like, man, how much can you show in a movie when the whole movie's about one day?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I wouldn't have minded the movie being like a little longer, because like I said, the movie didn't feel like it was 2 hours.
No,
it didn't.
Some people complain that it started out slow.
No, it started out slow because it didn't start out slow. It started out with a good story. Yeah. See, people thought vampires, so the whole thing was, okay, this was going to be a vampire movie. Right, that's what it's going to be just a movie about vampire. No, it's we're going to take our time with this one.
Yeah, we are.
Because to tell you the truth, it's all about because it centers on a preacher's son named Sammy, right? Yeah. And his cousins are two twins. Yeah. Their nicknames are Smokestack Brothers, which is played by Michael B. Jordan. He plays both of them. You know what I mean? He plays both of them, of course. And they are Sammy's father and their father were brothers. Yeah. So they from that Mississippi town, I'm talking old school, like exactly what you think down south would be in Mississippi. It look hot, everybody got suits on. Yep. You know what I mean? They out there picking cotton, there's rows of cotton fields out there and all that. So exactly what you think the South would be back then. And it shows that they have come back to town, the town that they grew up in, after being gone, I think it says 7 years. Yeah. In that time, I think they said they joined the army. Yeah. They went to Chicago, been street. They basically gangsters. They basically street dudes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just back then. You know what I mean? But that's what they are. So they went out. You know what I mean? They went out. They part that time they was going. I think they joined the military. I guess I'm assuming after they got the military, they said they went to Chicago, and he said they worked for Al Capone. Yeah, Al Capone, yeah. You know what I mean? So, I guess, they come back with all this money. You know what I mean? From doing what they doing, you know what I mean? Gangster stuff, man. They come back, and it shows them waiting outside of an old sawmill, which now we know is a sawmill. And I guess the person who, I don't know if he's the person that owned it. You know what I mean?
Wood.
Yeah, the white guy that owned it or whatever. The white guy was a real estate agent. I guess he came up and he met with him, and the brother said, we want to buy this. We want to buy it. So,
which now that we watch the movie, there's certain parts of that you go back on and you can see, remember how he was like, what's on this floor? Y'all mop these floors? Because remember in the movie, as we break it down, you know what I mean? You'll go through the parts and you'll understand, you know what I mean? But when you go back, you're like, oh, all right, now I see. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's like, did y'all mop these floors? You know what I mean? But shit, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's and then that, you said, and then, even the brother said, we ain't something to the effect of, we ain't got to worry about a clan or something like that coming around doing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because, if they try something, we gonna get at them.
My man
the man said the clan ain't around no more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
1930, they stopped.
Right. Oh, okay. It's Mississippi and the clan ain't here.
In the 30s,
talking like
stopped.
You dumb.
Yeah, right. All right, surely not.
Yeah.
But they was already prepared for that though. They already knew what was going on.
Yeah. So, so they go pick their cousin up, which is
Sam.
What they call? Yeah, Sam. And they got plans on. They bought. I guess. Gave the guy hardwood. No, fucking Paul's that fucking crazy ass name.
Gave him the money.
Yeah, gave him the money to buy the place. Which to me, I'm like, y'all ain't filling out no paperwork, no nothing. Y'all just
1930s.
y'all just giving them money. You just gave him a bag of money.
This is ours now.
Yeah, just gave him a bag of money.
This is ours now. Yep.
Like, oh, all right. So I can do stuff around here. You know what I mean?
This ain't the day, dog. You don't need no LLC, no nothing, which is ours. And we about to start a juke joint.
Oh, shit. What's your credit score? My what?
Much similar time, dog. You got the money, deal. All right.
Right. Gave him a bag of money, went on about their business. Okay, so they go to pick their cousin up. They ride with their cousin. They pull over to the side of the road. And they got a truck waiting, hiding out in the bushes.
Yeah.
With all these supplies and all these stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when they split up. No, this the part when they started they looking at the back of the truck. And it was like was it a rattlesnake in the back of the truck?
There, yeah.
Is rattlesnakes down there in Mississippi?
I don't even know.
I thought rattlesnakes was more out like southwest and all that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? So it was a rattlesnake. I don't know what that may have symbolized, because some people say snakes is evil, something evil or bad, and then some say it's good. It got the medicinal purposes, something like that. All this because this stuff got the whole hoodoo elements in the movie and everything. So they kill a snake or whatever. Smokestack brothers split up. Smoke go drive the truck into town. Stack and Sammy, they go take the car. Where did they go? They went to the train station.
Yeah.
They went to the train station and started recruiting some people to play, some musicians to play, you know what I mean, at they I don't know what to call a club. It's called a Juke joint back then.
Yeah.
But all right. Smoke pulls into town. I guess he hasn't been there for a while.
Yeah, well, they was going for 7 years.
Yeah, they was going for 7 years, and he going, they meet people. And this is what crazy. This is the part that I was actually talking to my mother about. Even back then, and this is not nothing bad, but even back then I noticed that the Asian people owned one of the stores in the community, in the black community. So I guess I don't know if that was a message that I'm assuming that was something they meant to put in.
See how they on both sides though? Because if you notice how he crossed the street and it was like the white people's side, where where the Asian boy wife worked at. Then on the other side was like the black people's side where the husband worked at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's crazy. Y'all like the white people just over there. Then when you cross the street, it's like just the black people on this side of the street. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the Asian people own both stores though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My man was like, yeah, my wife over there at the store. He walked over there to the store. I was like, damn, that was crazy. But yeah, you're right. I picked that up too when I saw that joke. I was like, damn, the Asian people always had a hand in the fiction of the community and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that was just, I picked up on that immediately. I was like, damn, even back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was making money. I mean, not to say in a bad way, but no, they was getting their money with us.
Yeah, they was.
So, come to find out, Smoke is friends with the owner, Asian man, you know what I mean?
Mr. Bo.
Yeah, that's friend. They friends with him. He get him to do some work, tell him, I need a sign, I need some help setting up, my place and all that. He said, yeah, we'll get that done for you.
Yeah.
Come out, somebody stealing from his truck.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go to the part. All right, we can go back to the part a couple scenes before that. When he first get out the truck and he tell a little girl to come watch the truck for him. And he's schooling on how to do business and how to negotiate and all that.
Money figures never change.
Right. So that is, to me, a deep scene. Some people may not see that as deep, but that's deep that That's how a lot of people learn a lot of things, from people just in passing.
Yeah.
In life, I have learned a lot of things from people I don't even know their name, nothing.
Right.
I have learned a lot of life lessons from people I learned a lot of life lessons talking to people when I was just outside. When I was younger, outside waiting for the bus, and we was waiting for the bus together.
Right.
There's people that done told me gave me life-changing advice.
And
we said, I ain't waiting for the bus, stuff like that.
That whole beginning and like scene right there broke down the difference between, well, that was Smoke. Show you the difference between Smoke and Stack. Smoke was the more business-minded, you know what I mean, serious one of the twins. You know what I'm saying? Because remember when he called the young girl over, he was like, I'm going to give you a dime for every minute you here. But then he was like, no, don't accept my fucking dime. Like, you know what I mean? He was trying to tell me, like,
you got to
don't
negotiate.
accept my dime. Like
you got to negotiate.
Yeah, like, you got to negotiate. Like, yeah, so even in that, he was like, I don't want to rob you. Like, don't accept my fucking dime because I told you I'm going to give you a dime. Because she was like, all right, bet. She was with it. Like, all right, no, don't accept my fucking dime. Go back and forth with me. Like, negotiate, and we will get to the point where you comfortable and I'm comfortable. Yeah, because it's crazy. Like, not minutes after that, when the boy was like, yeah, I'm going to need a sign. Or my wife's going to do the sign. You saw them doing the same exact thing. Mm-hmm. He was like, $14. She like 13, 14. Yeah, I mean, he was doing this shit with her. So he was like you said, he was teaching the young girl like a grown, grown way of thinking. Like, this is what we do as adults. So the more you master this shit as a child, you'll be better with it as a kid. So yeah, I dug that shit too. That shit was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so after that, you know what I mean, negotiate with his man, the Asian boy, you know what I mean, he come back. Because he told the little girl, anybody come looking at the truck and try to do something, beep the horn. Yeah. Beep the horn, he go run out. They stealing off the truck. Know what I mean? Pull a gun out, shoot him.
Right.
Boy get the cop and please and all that. Yo, I didn't know it was your truck.
Yeah.
Girl telling me. He knew it was your truck because I told him it was your truck. Then he like, I thought she was lying when she said it was your truck.
Yeah. Because that shit, when he first walked up to her, remember, he showed, like, how infamous they was. He's like, you heard of the Smokestack twins? She was like, yeah. She got like, well, I'm Smoke. And she got, like, scared, and she's like, no, shit good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he showed, like, these motherfuckers got a reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, because my man was copping a plea. He's like, no, Smoke, I thought she was lying. Yeah, all right. The thing about it, my man had to keep his rep up. So after he shot boy in the ass, he shot the other boy in the knee. But then when the store was like, here, patch them up.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because after he shot the second boy, he's like, damn, nigga, what you do that for? Can't have people out here talking that somebody almost robbed us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I was
which is kind of, which say the truth is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after they did that, it showed Stack and Sam at the train station.
Right.
You know, he go to and they are looking for talent. Know what I mean? They go and they find Delta Slim. They find Delta Slim.
Yeah.
And tell him, listen, you know, we opening up our own place, and we want you to come play for us. You know, right then and there, they get to negotiating right then and there. You know what I mean? So, because this movie was very, very layered. It had like a lot of lessons and all that in it. You know what I mean? It taught people business because everything was a negotiation with everybody.
It was. You right. Yeah, because even their conversation was, he was like, I'm paying you $20 for the day. And he's like, no, you paying $20 today. Right. He's like, because I forget the spot that he said that he normally like, you know what I mean? He's like, she been there 10 years ago. She gonna be there 10 years from now. See what I mean? So your $20 a day won't add up the fucking value of what I'm doing because I got consistent work with that person. Right. Why would I burn them for that? So yeah, you're right. That shit did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so negotiate with him, and then a woman named Mary spots him.
Yeah.
And starts staring at Stack, and Sammy's like, he go up, listen, man, you know, one white woman over there just staring at you. They immediately get the, you know what I mean? Yo, don't be looking right at her. Don't be eyeballing her.
Right.
Which is crazy that's how people lived back then. Like, you couldn't,
right.
You know what I mean? Came over, and then this is before you realized it was her. You know what I mean? She came, walked up on him. Then when she realized it was her, they got to talking and all that. Even then, he didn't really want to talk in front of everybody. Like, true. I guess back then, you ain't supposed to be having too much conversation out no damn open like that,
no.
man.
That was 1930s?
That was
No.
crazy. That was crazy to think about. That's how it really was though back then. That's how it really was. That's crazy to me, man. But you know, she get to yelling at him about, you know,
he missed her mom's funeral.
Yeah. I just buried my mother and this and that, and you know, you would have thanked y'all that came by because she helped raise y'all. Cause I think that is she mulatto in the movie? She playing a half white, half black chick, right?
Yeah.
Because she kind of looked like the way her skin tone looked like it don't look like how she look in real life.
No, she was just light skinned a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I guess they kind of like changed her skin tone a little bit or whatever to make her look like mulatto or whatever. So, you know, she get to jumping on him about, you know, you just left. I thought you loved me, and this and that, and you know, he gave her the run around, you know, typical. Yeah. You know what I mean? Did what he had to do to curb that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out in the open talking and all that. And
he typical curving it out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We talking about no woman that like she white all out and open like that.
Right.
You crazy. Yo, what gets me is she was like, well, what is it? Because she didn't say she didn't say you ate the pussy. What'd she call it? You ate the cooch or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I forget what she said.
Like,
yeah.
Ate the food to fuck me all crazy and then you just left like I thought you loved me. That don't got nothing to do with no love, baby. Maybe back then you thought that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know what part you skipped was when Stack and them was driving to the train station. He was like, "Yeah, you see, you still had that guitar." And he played that joint. Yo, the way he looked at him when he was playing that shit, my man was like,
right.
Yo, like, he was enamored.
That was probably the shit back then.
Like.
My man can really play. Like, when you think about it, it ain't like now you got music, but somebody could probably really play and sing.
He's playing the guitar.
He's looking like he's crazy.
I was like, damn, yo, you can tell. He was like, You know what I mean? My man, when Sammy first broke out the guitar and was singing for his cousin and shit in the car and shit, he could sing his ass off.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, he could sing his ass off.
So they go to the train. So after they leave the train station, Delta Slim agree to go with them. Right. They leave the train station. On the way back from the train station, Delta Slim telling him they drive past a chain gang. You know what I'm saying? They drive past a chain gang. And Delta Slim get the hiring at him. You know what I mean? Keep
your hands up.
Yeah. So I guess that was the message to the brothers in jail. Yeah. You know what I mean? To keep y'all heads up or whatever. So and Delta Slim get to telling this story about, I guess, wanted to know, like, man, y'all ain't never, your band and all that stuff that you was doing, y'all ain't never leaving, get out of here. Then he told him a fucked up story about how someone was supposed to leave. And there was a story about how somebody, did they get paid money? But then
they got paid money.
But when the white people checked their pockets, they thought that they stole the money or said they stole the money
from a white person.
Yeah, I guess they felt like, ain't no way that y'all get paid this much money. Right. You know what I mean? So you gotta be lying. Right. Which is crazy because when you go listen to some of the stuff back in the day, like not even that far back, to me like the 60s and stuff like that, how they used to like, was that 5 Heartbeats or whatever, when they was like, yo man, we couldn't even put y'all faces on the album cover. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because white people a lot of white people wouldn't have bought it. Yeah. So a lot of them did. So I guess the white people didn't believe like yo, you must have stole this money from a white man. And he said he got lynched for that. When his friends got lynched for that.
Right there on the spot.
I was like, God damn. You can see it. Know what I mean? Did he get the singing? That fucking down south fast pain, that coming up on the rough side of the mountain ass fucking shit. See, that shit would have been depressed. Oh my God. I'm so glad.
That's all he had though, dog.
Oh, like, yo.
Yo, but that's all he had
depressing,
you can sell, like, that's all he had to keep himself from breaking down. He in the joint like,
yeah.
I was like, damn, like, he holding that shit in there.
Sad. Yeah. That part had me sad, though, yo.
but yo, that's what they recognize with it. Because remember, Stack was in jail like, you got the guitar, don't you? Play that motherfucker. Like,
right, yeah.
He like, yeah, me like, yo, we going through it right now. Like, you got the guitar, play that motherfucker right now. Like, that's what we gotta get through this shit. But shit, yo.
Yeah,
like,
because
damn.
because he was like an alcoholic.
Dog, wasn't he? That's the only reason why I got him to go. Remember, he gave him the beer. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you $40 and all that you could drink. I think he said was what? He was like Irish beer or some shit like that. And all that you could drink. He drank, she like, whoa!
Right.
Yeah. She like hit the spot. Like, yeah, like I'm like, damn, yo, he was alcoholic for real. He was drowning his pain away. All he had was his harmonica and fucking beer, Gus. Because remember, he said he didn't even say no price. He was like, yeah, I play it, whatever I forget the name of the spot where he said, and I'm allowed to drink all the corn liquor that I want.
Corn liquor.
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't even say she paid you no beer. I mean, no money. You just said I drink all the corn liquor I want. I was like, damn.
That shit burned the goddamn line of your insides, man. Can y'all imagine? If that shit strong now, imagine how they making that shit back then.
Dog. Yo, man, I drink all the corn liquor I want. I was like, damn, that shit crazy. Yeah, yo. You could tell that's all he had. Is harmonica. Because remember, when he was like, yeah, this is the best blues player right here, my cousin. He started playing like, yo, don't you play on my motherfucking spot on some shit like, this my spot right here, motherfucker. Don't you? I'm like, damn. Yo, my man, like, that's all he had is his little corner of the earth and my corn liquor. I was like, damn, that's crazy. That shit was kind of depressing. It was kind of depressing just watching that shit unfold somewhat. You know what I mean? Certain scenes. And when you after you watch the movie and you think back on that shit unfold in your head, a lot of that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God damn.
Because remember when they picked him up, it was like, we gonna look after him, Uncle Jed, everything all right? Is your dad beating on you? And I was like, what type? Because I'm thinking like, damn, is his pop abusive? He's like, no, he cool. Yeah, Uncle Jed always been a good man. Then I was like, why would you ask him that question?
Because your brother, because his pop and they pop his brothers.
Dog, I was like,
and they father used to whoop on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He father used to whoop on him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that right there. And then that's when he was talking. I think Stack told the story about, he was like, yo, you always told me when I was older what happened. You was gonna tell me a story about what happened to your father. And I mean, how your father died. He was like, yo, Smoke killed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he beat me unconscious.
Right.
My dad beat me unconscious, so Smoke killed him.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So he killed him, you know what I mean? We buried him. But damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that part, yo, man. That Orlando played the hell out of that part, dog.
Hell
that shit just seemed like, that seemed like that just made me feel like every story I ever heard from like an old head when they tell me about how stuff like used to be, like even here in Philly, how stuff used to be like back like before I was born and what they used to go through. So imagine what they went through in the South.
Dog.
That's why that shit hit me so hard, because when he was talking that shit, I'm like, that sound like how the old heads when I was growing up, like the stories they used to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's why you be like, damn, hell, he feeling bad. Like, oh yeah, his life just at this point it's just like, all right, some of my people done got killed, they done got lynched. The rest, he was like, you know, he's like you know them? He's like, I know all of them.
Yeah, I was like,
he's like, I know all of them. You know what I mean? God damn.
Yeah, that shit was wild, dog.
Yeah, but anyway, you know what I mean? Smoke goes to what we find out now, the woman that he used to be with, I guess before he left. Mm-hmm. Now I mean the woman that he probably, which just shows that he probably truly loved.
Yeah.
Goes there to the house, and I was wondering what he bought the flowers for. Cause I'm like, yo, they didn't even show their mom or nothing like that.
Right.
Ain't show neither mother. You know what I'm saying? Ain't show Sam's mother or the twins' mother or nothing like that. So we don't even know what happened to them at all. We didn't see nothing about nobody's mother.
Right.
But the reason why
he ain't show Sam's mom in the beginning when he was walking through the crib waking his little brothers, his siblings up.
Is that her?
It might have been, but
that
might have been like the only time you seen her. Like once he got done, you know what I mean, picking in the cornfield, they was like, "Are we gonna know where you playing at tonight?" And he was like, see y'all at church. And he's like, oh, so we got, guess what you gonna be playing? I mean, because you know he's a guitar player, well, a blues player. And he was walking through the crib, and it's crazy, because that shit was crazy too. Like, dog, they was just laid out on mats on the floor and shit, but that's how it was back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You open up the door, wake up, y'all. First off, man, yo, his voice is so fucking crazy. Wake up, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Come on, time to get up. I think that may have been the only time that you may have seen this. Yeah, because remember she was out washing, he was with the water. And she's like, don't put that water on you. And I think that might have been the only time that you seen his mom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah. But then it goes to Smoke visiting, which her name in the movie is Annie.
Yeah.
And you know, he put the flowers down the grave, which you find out that was, I guess the child was, I don't know if the child was born. I guess the child was born and ended up passing away.
Right.
So I guess that's where the child was buried at. You know, you get to talking to Annie, talking about, you know, you've been going this and that, and you know, he explaining to them how life was when he was gone. Like, I've been all over the world and all this, and because she believes in all the hoodoo and, you know, the spirits and stuff like that.
Right.
He like halfway believe it. He one of them people like he believe in it, but he don't really let nobody know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He more like keep it like very, very like stoic. You know what I mean? On some like, you know what I mean? Cause he like a gangster. So, and you know, they get to talking and all this and that. Next thing I know, he popping again.
Yeah, right. First off, I'm like, yo, the kids were just in there buying shit. The door's open.
The kids is gone.
Yeah, but first off, that means the door open. So anybody can walk right back up there.
Right.
Yo, but what happened though? Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so they get to that. But my thing is this, okay, yeah, this because they going back and forth, and he like, you know, if you believe in all this stuff is real, how come this couldn't say the baby and this and that? You see what I mean?
Right.
Which I was like, damn, that's kind of cold-blooded to say.
Right.
I wouldn't have said that. But and she was like, okay, you still got that. He had like the, what, I forgot they call that. Some people call them like hex bags. You know what I'm saying? That she made from, he still had like around his neck. So he still wore it. So, you know, he one of them people, he act like he don't believe in none of that, but he kind of somewhat do. You know what I mean? He one of them people that he kind of somewhat do believe in that because he was wearing it the whole time. So, you know, show that part. Show the part where Stack, I keep saying Slack, Stack, Delta Slim, Sam, they pull up on his man, his child friend Cornbread.
Cornbread, yeah.
He out there picking cotton. I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, listen, man, I got a job for you. That motherfucker was talking slick. Something like, yeah. It's like, yo, man, be cussing. I mean, my wife right here.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you and fuck her. I'm like, yo, that shit was crazy, dog.
Yeah. It's like, see, now I gotta knock your ass out. Like, no. It's like, I mean, you gonna fuck your wife after I pay her all this money. She don't wanna fuck you. Yeah, so I'm like, damn, dog. Crazy.
That shit was wild, dog. I was like, whoa. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Whole family was out there picking cotton.
Yeah, dog. Saw that fucking field, dog. That shit was like
endless.
endless.
Yeah,
dog.
that shit was like endless.
She was like,
dog,
endless.
That's all they was doing was just riding down dirt roads and just fields on the side of them.
That shit was crazy.
Fucking Mississippi Delta. My ass have been out trying to get out that motherfucker too.
But dog, like, that shit got to be fucking nerve-wracking when you can see the city. Like, remember when he opened the door, when he was in the city, he could like see the city, but like, shit seems so far and so close at the same time. But that shit is like fucking just cotton fields. It's just like cotton fields from here. No, that shit got to be nerve-wracking. I would go crazy, yo.
Yeah, and then it is the one part where Sammy asks a Stack like, yo, you know you've been to Chicago and all that. Right. You've been all over and all that. He was like, yo, that's the same. It's still a plantation. It's just got buildings. You know what I mean? It's still the same. They still get, you know what I mean? Symbolizing they still gonna treat a black man the same. You're still gonna do the same struggle.
True.
You know what I mean? Everything just looks different. They still treating you the same way. You're still gonna be a black man no matter where you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is crazy. But yeah, so, you know, Smoke talked to Annie, needs somebody to cook at his place. So he getting everything. they getting everything set up.
Yep.
So it showed them getting everything set up. Now I mean, all the people that's coming to work for him. And he went down because when Stack was at the train station, told everybody to come down to his new spot tonight.
Yep.
So they did that. So now I mean, I guess now I mean they cut to. This is when like the vampires. The vampire enters into the movie.
Yeah.
And this is the part that. All right. It's light going into dark.
Yeah.
So he burning from the sun, but he didn't catch on fire then. The same way he just quote unquote on fire at the end.
Right.
From the sun first coming up. My thing was he was outside.
He was outside.
So he's smoking, but he didn't catch on fire.
Right.
The same way he caught on fire at the end.
Right. Yeah.
And this was like, to me, one of the dopest parts of the movie. The vampire hunters was Native Americans.
Yeah, Indians. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was Native Americans. So the vampires running from the vampire hunters.
Remick was his name.
Yeah, Remick.
Yeah.
So he go knocking on the door. He go knocking on some people's door.
Right.
He hit him with the whole story. Oh, they chasing me. You know what I mean? He called them that. What's that word that they call Native people? Engines or whatever. That. Oh, so he told them the story like they are like the bad guys. Really, they the good guys. Right. They trying to hunt him, but they don't know that this dude is a vampire.
Yeah, because the boy, remember he looked in the joint, he peeped the Ku Klux Klan outfit. Yeah. And then boy was like, you sure it wasn't no niggas? Yeah, I mean, like he tried to spin it on him, like, sure it wasn't no niggas? He's like, nah, but laws of the vampire, you gotta invite me in. Right. He can't just bust in the joint. Mm-hmm. So he gotta kick his spill. And they invited him in because the Native Americans pop up. And they was on some shit like, yo, is there somebody in here? You know what I mean? We looking for somebody, you know what I mean, that we've been chasing. They're a very dangerous person.
Yeah, he's like very dangerous person. Like,
right.
Like, is he in here, man?
Right.
And the crazy thing is, was it like when they pulled up, did they have like vultures was like circling the house in the air?
Yeah.
Was that the Native Americans vultures, or would the vultures come with them? Came with them, or they were just there?
But my man was like, yo, the sun about to go down. He out of here.
Yeah, they was like, we gotta return.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we gotta get back home.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here, cause they done. This is right for them.
Right. No, I mean, he just hit him with he fearing there. Sorry.
Right.
Showing y'all, because I told you, blink if you need help. Is he in there?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, you done.
Yeah,
so he probably knew like, yo, you done. If you in there, you done. But they don't know that because she don't know you're a vampire.
Right.
And my thing is, if you the man in the house, why let your wife go to the door?
Exactly. I didn't understand that either. Yeah, that was kind of wild.
So by the time she go back in the house, Remick already done bit her husband.
Yeah,
this is another thing. They turned into vampires so fast. They turned into vampires like within seconds.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did.
That threw me on, but I guess it's a movie. Everything you try to fit everything that happened in like one day.
Right.
You know
one
what I mean?
hell of a day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so Remick turns her husband and bites her husband. Well, show him already bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then he get up and he a vampire now. So, it just assumes because it cut to something else that, she screamed, so she was a vampire. You know what I mean? So it already showed that, she's a vampire too now.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes to them opening up the Juke joint, setting up, you know what I mean? Everybody coming to the Juke joint to have a good time and all that. And people partying and all this and that. It show oh no. Sam meets a woman at the train station.
Oh yeah.
They flirting with each other. Yeah. She flirted with him. She's married. Dirty bitch.
No, it was because my wife said that too. Like, why did they made it seem like you was gonna see his husband? What was the point in them saying she married? The movie's called Sinners.
Right, it's Sinners.
That's what,
People
I mean,
sinners. That was her sin. That she was a dirty bitch.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that shit had to play out
She
that.
was a dirty, unloyal bitch. That was her sin. A dirty, unloyal bitch.
Yo. Yeah, but that was her sin. You know what I'm saying? You a married woman and you out here, you know what I'm saying? Doing this.
Smiling all up in the next nigga face.
Right.
Yeah, see you. Maybe I'll be there, maybe. See?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This nigga play a guitar. That one motherfucker, he probably pay the bills. You ain't cheat on him, the motherfucker playing the guitar.
Right. Listen, you know he had to pay the bills. Back then, women wasn't working.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
was doing something.
No. Shit, Cornbread wife was out there with him in the field.
Yo,
see, that's a real ride or die.
Dog, pregnant. Dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dog. See, that's a real ride. That's a real woman that's with you.
Yeah. Dog.
She out there pregnant.
And she told that nigga, you better go get that fucking money.
Right. Fucking tired of being out here. You know what I'm saying? Out here pregnant, picking cotton in the damn sun.
Oh. Yeah. So
you know, one of the women one of the people that show up to the Juke joint is I think was her name was Pearline, right? The one Sammy was after Sam.
Pearline, was it Ruthie or something? No, Pearline.
I want to say her name was
Pearline, you right? Pearline.
Yeah. Her name was Pearline.
Pearline, my bad, Pearline.
You got some old school down south names.
Yeah.
Pearline. Yeah. So she show up too.
Yeah, she a singer and shit.
Yeah. She a singer. She doing all kinds of stuff our damn husband probably know she into.
Probably don't.
So you know, things is going on. You know, dancing, singing, all this. And I mean, dancing, playing the piano, Dutchson playing the piano and all that. This is the part that fucking killed me. My man came up there. He wanted a drink. We ain't have enough money.
Yeah, they just give like IOU coins and shit, dog.
Yeah, my man like giving him the joints from like the store.
Yeah,
like the fucking
joints.
wood nickels.
Yeah.
The joints from like the store and shit.
But
give him like the store credit joints.
Stack and what you call it, accepted.
And he was like, yeah.
That's what Smoke was like, fucking meat.
Right. He in the back. Like, what is you talking about?
Yo, it was like not having that
I ain't
shit.
need money. She was like, yo, this like our people. You can't like just treat them like that.
Yo, it was not playing.
They was like, that man done worked in them fields all day for them wood nickels.
For them wood nickels, yeah. I was like, damn.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'd have probably been a gangster back then too.
Dog.
Cause I'm not living like that, bro.
You give niggas like IOU coins and shit like for them wood nickels.
These Jones good at the store.
Right.
So basically they was food stamps back then. You could only spend them at the store. You can't do nothing else with them.
Dog.
So even back then, that was like a form of wealth. It's like they was like food stamps.
Yeah.
You can only spend them at the store.
That was crazy. My man was not having that shit like, yo, fuck that. I don't care.
Right.
He was like, yo, we gonna end up like these motherfuckers and we keep, accepting all this shit. Yeah, he was right though, but the fucking audience that you fucking tend to, that's all that they got. Them motherfuckers just came out for a good time, dog.
Right.
Came out for a good fucking time.
Know what I mean? Motherfucker, this ain't Chicago, bro. People ain't got no...
Yeah, right. Like, nigga, these the customers you got, dog. You gonna accept these wooden fucking nickels.
Yeah, them motherfuckers going all over the place getting busy. They was talking about how they was out in fucking Little Rock, Arkansas, pimping. Know what I mean?
Right.
They was talking about that shit. It was like, was you accepting wood nickels when you was out there pimping them hoes? You know what you say? No, you was out there selling ass. Was you accepting these wood nickels? Like, yo. He was like, that was Arkansas. Yeah, that was different. That's Arkansas. This is home. This our people. He was out there. Right. You was out there pimping them hoes? Was they paying with wood nickels then, nigga? I felt him on there, but at the same time, Stack was like, that's different though. We not like, from there. We from here. Like, we can't treat our people the same way he's treating them out there.
Oh my God, yo. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo.
Cause that nigga hit me how he said he was like, when you was out there selling ass, I'm like, whoa. Oh, you mean he was pimping?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like, oh, you just said selling ass. Don't say it like that. Hey, yo, don't say it like that.
Dog. Yo, that shit was crazy, yo. That shit was yo, man.
Yes, I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was a pimp.
Clear that shit up.
Yeah, like
clean that shit up.
Like what?
Yeah, that shit fucked me up too. I was like, wait a minute. Something with a nigga, I was like, that shit was different. I was like, whoa, that shit's a lot different. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Right.
Yo, that shit was wild, dog.
Yeah, but
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Into the movie, you damn near forgot Michael B. Jordan was playing both characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit was so crazy, so seamless. You forgot that he was the one person doing both of them joints. You actually thought like it was two motherfuckers in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah,
with
he did
that.
a hell of a job with that shit.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Even from the beginning, because remember in the beginning, he rolled a cigarette up, he passed it to him and shit. He grabbed it, he smoked, he passed it back. I'm like, damn, this shit's seamless. Like that shit was wild, but yeah, man, they did a good job of that shit.
Yeah, but and in this show, okay, Delta Slim introduces Sammy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sammy get to playing and singing. And this was the show like the I guess, you know, because a lot of people say, you know, in order like the dimension that we live in ain't the only dimension and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You know, they a lot of shows like that, supernatural shows, they call it the veil between like different dimensions, people that might have passed away, you know, the ancestral plane and all this and that. And he said one of the things, in a lot of, you know, books and shows and all that say, one of the things that can connect is like music and stuff like that, sound and all that. So it showed him playing, then it showed like, you know, all the different styles of dance, the cultures and all this and that. That was like a very, very scene that they try to like relay like through like time, space, everything, different cultures, you know, all being under one roof. Then he had the classic shit when the roof was on fire and the house burnt down and all this and that around them. You know what I'm saying? That's how good he was playing and singing. You know what I mean? I kind of like that part. The message that they try to send with that, past, present, and future and different cultures and all that. It's all about, you know, how they express themselves and all that type of stuff. So, and then
that shit attracted Remy. You know what I'm saying, when he's playing too.
That right there attracted the vampire, which he had the two vampires, people they turned into vampires with him. Typical white man shit, pulling up, trying to hit you with the fake out, 52 fake out.
Right.
Hey, here you having a shindig, and you know, he got the banjo for the cap up, trying to throw you off. He walking down the street with a banjo in the middle of the damn night. You know what I mean?
No, but the thing was crazy. They weren't even paying attention to the lyrics of the song he was singing. They was like, we picked Roy Jones Clean or something like, we picked old Roy Clean and shit. And I was like, yo, I'm talking about, what they talking about? Talking about like picking it, like eating the motherfucker and shit. Like, she's like, I'm like, this shit was crazy with the banjo shit. My man was like, all right, that's good. I'm sure there's a couple white spots down the block.
They come to the door because Cornbread ain't let them in. Like, oh, you sure you want to come? You don't need to come in this place. Now, I mean, you sure you're in the right place?
Right.
Like, no, we come. You know, you need to just invite us in. This is the vampire thing. You got to get invited in.
Yeah.
So everybody come to the door. They start dancing and singing on some old
banjo type shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Banjo, you know what I'm saying? Trying to trick their way in out until get invited in. Oh no, you know, this just the crazy shit. Oh no, you know, we'll just go on down the road. They never went down the road. They just went out there to the bench and sat there.
Yo, but when he told you, he's like, we're gonna walk real slow just in case you change your mind. What you mean? Get the fuck out of here!
Right. When he showed him, he was like, "No, we got real money to spend." He had like gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had gold. You know what I'm saying?
The only motherfuckers who had real money was Smoke and Stack. Everybody else got play money shit. Cause remember when
for that nickels and dimes.
Remember when we used to talk about the scene where Smoke went to go see Annie, right? That was her name?
Yeah.
And when he went to go see her and the kid's baby was like, you still playing with this fake money shit? He was like, I got real money. Everybody in the movie, like throughout the whole joint, it was like no set currency.
It's like welfare shit.
Yeah, like it was no set currency. Everybody like it's fake play money shit.
Motherfucker paying for with nickels and food stamps. Nigga, it's the Mississippi Delta, nigga. I got no fucking money. Them niggas had to leave to go get some money.
Right.
Them niggas was them niggas was doing gangster shit.
The only niggas with real bread. Like
them was doing gangster shit. Cause they said something about they fucking robbed some gangster's casino or something like that. That's how they had like all that money.
Yeah.
They just had a bunch of money.
Yeah.
They're the only people that had money and shit. Cause I was like, what the fuck is that? When she handed it to him, like, what is this?
Yeah.
That shit like yen or something. I'm like, well, that shit like food stamps or something.
What the fuck? Yeah,
nobody got shit, man. Motherfuckers is struggling on that motherfucker, man.
Wow, dog.
Yeah.
Damn.
You out here paying with fucking food stamps.
Yeah, nobody had no real currency in that motherfucker.
Fucking what? Nickels and food stamps.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shit, like you said, the motherfuckers went down and just sat on the log and shit. You know what I mean? Still at the joint. The motherfuckers ain't go nowhere.
Yeah, so they go walk off and shit. Everybody go back. They had a damn meeting and shit. He was like, the brothers had a meeting like, yeah, this is what we made. Real money. He was like, he had the shit broke down like, he was like, this is the plantation money we made and the real money we made. I guess that's what people was paying with.
Right.
He was paying with that bullshit money and them wood nickels. Right? So he was like, real money's like, how long gonna last? Like, dog, we ain't gonna last like, it only gonna last like 2 months like this.
Right.
Cause we spending more money than you put, spending more money than you getting back.
Right.
Motherfuckers ain't got no money. You forgot, these motherfuckers is poor. No, y'all motherfuckers is left and started doing all that gangster shit and probably, you know what I'm saying, robbing and stealing in order to get that bread. These people don't have nothing down here.
They don't got shit.
Now, I mean, the place is too slow. You know what I'm saying? So, that was probably their problem because that's why Stack was like, no, Chicago still, it's just like a plantation, it just don't look like that. It just got buildings. It's still the same thing as a plantation.
Yeah.
Because you limited here, you limited there. Because you're still a black man no matter where you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, because Mary came back up when Mary came up in the spot and got to talking to Stack, he was like, listen, know what I mean, you ain't supposed to be here. Don't you got a man that got money and got his own farm and this and that? Oh, that ain't what I want. I ain't want no white man. All right. You know what I mean? He was like, listen, I'm about to pay one of these field bitches, drag your ass up out of here. She's like, I'll beat every bitch ass in here. It was fucking crazy. It was like, no, he going home. That was her sin, because that's who she really loved.
Right.
Because the movie's called Sinners.
Right.
So a bunch of people just doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, a bunch of people it's called Sinners. So her sin was, she had somebody at home too.
Right.
But she loved Stack. She gonna tell this motherfucker, you been fucking robbing banks. Some shit like you been robbing banks and you been up there, you been taking everything, but then you can't take this pussy or some shit like that. What you say?
That was after she turned. Remember, because that's how she got him in the back room, and she
right.
got him. But no, before that, she was like, let me go out there and fill these motherfuckers out.
Yeah, let me go out there. He give her the gun.
Right, like, yeah.
Let me go out, let me go out there.
Because they got money, let me go fill them out. Like, yeah.
You already know summer's off. First of all, this motherfucker give you the gold, he don't ask for his shit back. And then we was gonna go down the road. Them motherfuckers is right there on the fucking roadside, sat down on the bench. Yeah, they didn't walk nowhere.
Fam, the great thing about it, when she went out, I'm thinking like, why ain't nobody just at the door watch her go in? Like, why ain't nobody watch her? Like, make sure she cool. No, like, she went out, niggas closed the door, like, she's secluded now.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I'd have been like, Cornbread, keep eye on her.
I'm like, where the fuck is Cornbread at? Watch her, man. I mean, these crazy white folks out this joint and shit.
They fucking sitting down.
Still strumming the banjo.
Yeah, sounding like fucking I don't know, like shit, the wife, the woman was she's like sounding like some Stepford wife shit. Like she was just, it was sounding crazy. She get to talking to them. She get up to leave. She sounded weird.
Right.
This motherfucker like he just flew.
Yeah.
This motherfucker flew.
Yep. Then that shit just seemed that's all you saw.
Yeah.
Cause my man, remember he was talking to me, he was like, yeah, you're in pain.
Right.
You're in pain.
She's like, my mother just passed away.
He's like, I wish I was here because I could have saved her.
Right.
Yo, she was like,
I can save you. It's like, no, I'm just sad. I don't need you to save me.
Right.
That's when she realized, oh, this shit a little weird. I'm out.
Fuck out of here.
This before we walk away, this motherfucker just like levitated and shit. Like the fuck?
Right.
First of all, you levitated, but nigga, you was running to that fucking shack, burning, fucking smoking on your smoke off coming off your skin. When them Native American vampire hunters was on your ass.
Right.
That don't even add up to me.
It don't add up because when you
but
watch
it's a movie.
When y'all watch the movie, you see what he's talking about. It's not like it's no shade. That shit was just a shack out in the open where he ran to. Like, so it's like, all right, you made it through here through the whole sunrise. The sun about to go down. You made it through here to do all of that. But then at the end, as soon as the sun pop up, you was done. I was like, man,
yeah,
that's a wrap.
Yeah,
but shit, go ahead.
But whatever.
Yeah, right. Like,
so it cut away to that. It just implies that she got bit,
right?
Because it didn't show when she actually got bit. It implies she got bit. So they in there, and after Sammy done singing, Perline, he.
Now this bitch singing and shit. She all on the floor.
Yeah, she singing.
Chorus actions. No, was it before or after he took her into like the fucking storage room or some shit?
I can't remember.
All right.
Know what I mean? I know. Know what I mean? He took her into whatever the room or whatever.
Right.
He was like, "Listen, I'm trying."
He took lessons from his cousin Stack, and Stack told him like, "This is what you do to a woman. You don't fuck them. You open up. You put your mouth on that joint. It's like a little ball right there. Tell him how to eat her out and shit. You know what I mean? Basically.
Yeah.
So when he get in the storage room, he go for that on some shit. Yeah. Like she was like, "But I'm dirty. I ain't even clean." That nigga was like, "I want to taste."
Let me wash.
Oh.
It's like, let me wash up first.
No, he want to put his face in.
You know what I mean? It don't matter. Shake. Nigga talk. It's like, I just want to taste it. I just want to taste it. The way he talk, you know what I mean? He talk like the fucking list, man. He's like, I just want to She was probably like, that shit probably good the way your fucking mouth is. Like that nigga talk like, he talk like this. It's like, I just want to taste it. She had that motherfucking shit fucking in that joint screaming and shit, man.
Yeah. Fuck all that, dog.
Yeah, he put that mouth to work like, yup, you heard me sing, didn't you?
Yup.
So you know what this mouth could do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Mary back in there now.
And some shit like, see, but that's how she finesse Cornbread, like, you gonna let me back in?
Yeah.
My thing is, this is the thing about vampire joints. I always thought the person that owned the house had to invite you in.
Oh no.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
If the brothers are the owners, I thought only they can invite you in. So how can just anybody in there invite you in?
Yeah. Because that's all they was doing the whole time.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Mary finesse him like, you ain't gonna invite me back in? No, come on in,
Right. Goofy, dumb shit.
He don't know.
I'd be like, bitch, you been coming in and out all damn day. Bring your ass in there.
Right.
That's still an invite, I guess. So whatever.
Yeah. So she let him back in. She go right to goddamn Stack.
Yeah.
Because that's who she really want. You know what I mean? Get him in the room.
Right. That's when she hit him with the line, like you said, like, you been taking money all day, but you scared to take this pussy. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
She wild with it. Like,
right.
Yo.
And the nigga fell for it. Same way I would. What you talking about? We going in that room right here. We want a room right here.
You know what I mean?
Knock the goddamn wooden nickels out that shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't Mario coins yet. It was wooden nickels.
Yeah, wooden nickels.
I knocked the wooden nickels out that pussy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So yeah, she get him in the motherfucking little storage shed and shit.
Yeah. Started kissing and all that on him. They get it in, next thing you know. Because what happened was it was people arguing about some money and all this and that. Bull pull out a razor. Yeah. So then, smoke on there.
Shit.
Yeah, know what I mean? Hit him with the loaded dice, hit him with the shit, it's my man OG from Baby Boy when he had the dice and shit, know what I'm saying? After he made the dice. I wonder how the hell would you make loaded dice? I always wanted to know about that.
Motherfuckers
or the
probably
dice. Yeah. Most probably people probably still get killed for that shit, you know what I mean? Dice games. Fake ass goddamn dice. But anyway, yeah, so they had that situation. Smoke tell Sam get stacked.
First off, if I'm smoking stack, I'm like, y'all niggas gambling with real money or them nickels? Because if y'all gambling with real money, y'all better gamble with these fucking wooden nickels. No. That real money comes to us.
Yeah. Because that's why when they was counting the money, they had two different. It's like, now this is how much plantation money we had,
right?
And this is how much real money we made,
right?
They had to separate that shit.
They had to separate that shit. So I know y'all not gambling with real money because we need all the real money we can get.
Right?
Y'all better have them fucking wooden nickels over there. The fuck is going on?
Fucking wooden nickels,
dog. My man was bold as shit. He paid like, cause like she was like, what she say? 30 cents. He's like, all I got is 20 cents.
No. He said, no, did he say? I think she said 50 cents, but all he had was 30 real cents and the wooden nickel. So he just threw it all down.
Oh, fuck.
Like, no, these Jones is good at the store.
Nigga, you don't drink today then.
Right?
Fuck out of here, dog. You should have got your shit from the store, nigga. Like, the fuck? Yo, that shit was crazy. They just accepted that shit. Smoke was the maddest fuck, dog. Yo, you can tell, man, that shit aggravated because, like, the whole time, he just, like, stood over top, whatever, like, the balcony drink, watching the shit the whole time. Yeah, my man Smoke wasn't playing that shit. He was the business-minded motherfucker out of the twins.
Yeah, so that right there, so, so when Sam come back without Stack, Smoke like, yo, I told you get Stack, where you at?
No,
he in there.
No, remember he was like, Sam with the Slim was like, Slim, you see Stack? I'm thinking in the back.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, is he busy?
Yeah, open the door up. She riding this motherfucker. He closed the door. He like, oh, he busy. Okay. Like, what you? You knew what was going on. Yeah. So Sam will get Smoke. Smoke walk up. Smoke started to see Slim like, so why you watching the door?
Right.
He's like, Cornbread said to go take a piss. This motherfucker's out in the way yet. He said some shit like, what are you out there taking a shit too? Cause that's how the everybody's got Cornbread. When Cornbread had to go leave and go take a piss.
First off, fam, where the fuck did my man like walk like miles ago, fam? I'm going around the corner. I'm not going all the way over there to take no piss, fam. Yo, but I guess when you used to that down south shit, that shit don't bother you. Cause I remember I used to go like visit family. Family get pitch black dark out there.
Exactly.
I'm not used to this type of shit. They just be walking around in that shit like that. Like, yeah, we gotta go over here to the. No, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm used to being street lights outside.
Yeah, right. Like, no.
That motherfuckers ain't got no street lights.
Man.
Yeah, but that's how the vampires got him. When he went to go take a damn leak, that's when they got him. Got Cornbread.
Right.
So,
but I think before I mean, they realized Cornbread was bit. That's when Smoke was like, "Yo, go get his ass now." He's like, "I'm not going to go get him." They went in the joint, and that's when Smoke opened the joint. He saw Mary biting him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's in the joint and shit, and I think, oh no, Smoke shot her up and shit. You know what I mean? Shot her the fuck up.
Yo, that motherfucker immediately popped her the fuck up, bitch.
He lit her the fuck up, dog, off the rip. 2 guns and shit. One wasn't
both
enough.
of them out. Know what I'm saying? Fuck the bullshit. Like, this bitch shot the fuck up. This bitch get up.
Laughing and shit, yeah. We gonna kill all of y'all. What? And runs the fuck out though, like.
Yeah, this nigga try to bust her again. This shit. She push him down, run the fuck out.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's when Annie realized what it is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Realized, no, these is vampires.
Right.
You know what I mean? These is vampires. She started telling her because remember she ran and got the holy water, right? Who did she throw the holy water?
She threw the holy water on Stack.
Yeah.
Because remember when Stack was in the joint, she was like, before that, Cornbread came to the joint. And that's when he was like, yo,
Cornbread came back yeah, like, first of all, like, man, where was you at all this time?
He hit him with the old school shit, because my poppy say shit like, I went to go see a man about a dog.
Right.
That dang shit all the time, dog.
Yeah. That old school down south shit.
Yeah, dog.
See a man about a dog.
About a dog.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was their version of like mind your business. You know what I'm saying? When they want to tell you where the fuck they was at.
Yo, gosh. Yo. But yo, didn't he hit him with like this shit, like, you know, like you saying the word letters. He just saying a whole lot of nothing. Like,
right.
Listen, after all this, don't no man need to be going in there barging into another man's spot. Yo, someone's like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Right, yeah. It ain't polite. Like, what happened? Like what happened? He's like, Stack is dead. What? Like, you should long let me in. What? And Annie was like, why you need somebody to let you in?
Right.
You should just be able to just come. I mean, you should just be able to, you don't need no invite.
Right.
This man was like, you been in and out all day. What you need an invite for? Like, what do you mean? You just let me in.
Yo,
I didn't see what's going on. Oh, your brother just died. You need somebody to comfort you. Let me in. The fuck? Shit got crazy.
that shit did get wild, dog. I was like, yo, that shit was crazy.
I was like, well then, you ain't gonna let me in. Can I at least have my money?
Right. Fuck the fact your brother did.
Right.
Should have my money. But then my man was like, back in on some shit like, I was like, what? Nigga, throwing this shit out the door and shit.
Yeah, woman. Anytime he like, smoke, don't do it.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, nigga, you want to get paid? You just disappeared. So you want to get paid for not doing your job.
Dog, that nigga's crazy.
Smoke woman telling him don't go out there. He's like,
right.
Nah, don't fall for that. Go out there. This motherfucker try to go put in his hand. So this motherfucker gets his hand through the door, it's just snatch. This motherfucker just try to, nigga just start busting him though, like, bah!
Yo, dog.
Damn.
Dog. He shot the shit out of him, dog. I was like, God damn. Got him up in the motherfucking spot. They all like, close the doors. Close the doors. Why? As you can see, they can't come in unless we invite them. Leave the door open. Don't matter. They can't come in this motherfucker unless we invite them.
Man, listen, I just need to fucking close the door just to feel extra security. You know what I'm saying? Just close the damn door.
Yo, because then that's when she was like, yo, we got to get Stack out of here. He was like, no, ain't nobody moving my brother. No, we got to get him out of here.
Right.
And she knew, like, that nigga next.
Yeah.
That's when she locked the door and gave the key to Sam, like, listen, don't let that nigga out this motherfucking room. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog. That shit started to get crazy at that point.
Yeah, so that right there, then you know, Stack wakes up. He a vampire now.
Right.
He talking to him through the door. Like, yo, you gotta let me out. It's me. You gotta let me out of here. You know, you gotta let me out of here. So eventually he busts his way out the door. That's when Annie hit him with the holy water.
Yeah.
They didn't know what it was. Like, what was that? Because you know what I mean? It's because after they hit Stack with the holy water, Stack run out.
Right.
So they like, what was that? It's like, holy water. She was like, nah, I know what these are. These are vampires.
Yeah.
So now everybody looking like, hold on. Huh? Because the Asian woman husband done went and got the car and all, like, yo, we gotta go. We getting up out of here.
Right. She sent him out on some dummy mission. This ain't us. This is their battle. We gotta leave. I'll get the car. Fuck out of here. No, we stay.
No, yeah, we gotta stay. Yeah.
If she was on some goofy shit throughout the whole joint, I would have popped her. But go ahead, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I would have popped her in her fucking door.
Get out of here. Because they vampire, we have to stop them.
Right.
They might go to the town, and our daughters in the town, other people in the town, we have to stop them. Like, no, we gotta stay right here and stay safe.
Fuck is you talking about?
Right. So she telling them about, the vampires and all this and that. And what they need for the what they need, they start, getting the wood and sharpening the wood and all this and that. Loading up the guns or whatever. The vampires is outside.
Having a shindig.
River dancing or whatever.
Fuck is going on out here,
you know what I'm saying? They had their own shit outside. Like, them motherfuckers, he out here river dancing. Them motherfuckers out here river.
Remember got there killing that shit. They all just into it with him and shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Yo, their eyes were spooky as shit, dog. I mean, I know there's vampires, but that shit was crazy when this shit showed how their eyes was looking.
Yeah, so he danced like some old eyes because they said that he's supposed to be like hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like hundreds of years old. Yeah, and they doing that dancing and singing and all that. So, they walk back up. And the main vampire, after they do all it, I think it's after they do all the dancing and singing, they walk back up, they having a conversation with them through the door. It's like, listen.
This is after they put the bull outside.
Yeah, they put the bull outside and they thought was dead, but he was drunk.
Yeah.
But he was just drunk. They threw him outside just to be on the safe side.
Right.
I would have did the same thing.
Fam, but they fucked my man up. Because then they said, you're like, yo, we all got to take these, the garlic drink, right? Yeah. Everybody take this garlic because somebody is a fucking vampire because who would have bit him and shit? Right. So they took it up. Yo, when they got the slimmed up, women like, yeah. Right. Like, what?
Ran up the gun on my man, like, listen, what's wrong with you? Like, no. I'm good. Because we don't know right now. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Because I ain't going right. I thought Paulina was because she was like not wanting to take the shit. They come to find out nobody was. They was like, are we sure that was blood? No, it's fucking beer. But now he get up, he outside like, yo, smoke, let me in.
Right, because they was out there dancing and singing.
Weird shit going on out here.
Right. They was out here dancing and fucking singing.
Yeah. And that's when they opened the door, you know what I'm saying? They was talking to them, and her husband came up. And he was like, yeah, just come on. You know what I mean? And then, River was like, all his thoughts is my thoughts now. Right.
Started talking Chinese to
him. Yeah, and shit, yeah.
Started talking Chinese to her and everything. Like, yeah. And, this is the part that, because it was a lot of deep things in the movie about how he tried to get people is telling them, like, listen, man, when you like one of us, none of that stuff don't matter no more. You know what I mean? Because you in a world now that ain't gonna never accept you and all that because of who y'all are and this, that, and the third. But my thing is, and I guess that kind of simple. But the thing is, in order to do that, you have to give up who you are. So you still gotta sacrifice something. True. Because who want to live forever? And then it's like you living forever, but you're not like yourself.
You living forever, you ain't enjoying the sun. You ain't enjoying the sun.
Yeah,
nothing, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta let some things go for that. So it ain't all good to kind of like lose your soul. You know what I mean? Right. I guess that's something kind of like one of the messages they try to relate because he just tried to relate to everybody by saying like you could be with us and really it's not. It's like a curse that they trying to make it seem like it's just so good. Yeah. But it's really not. You know what I mean? It's really not. So they trying to play on that. You know what I mean? Play on people's emotions and all that. You know what I mean? About what they went through. And they all outside. I mean, the vampire still can't get in. And so he said the Asian woman is the one that, she just lost her mind after she seen her husband was one of them.
But even before that, remember when he was like, Rumrick was like, he was telling him like, I'm just here because, the clan on their way to come kill y'all anyway. Yeah. He told him like, I bit him, that's his nephew. Right. This is the killing floor. You know what I mean? They gonna come kill y'all anyway. And that's when that shit was like, that's when she take you back and he's like, what's on this floor? Y'all about this? Yeah, because they sell that building to motherfuckers and come in and kill you motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, this the killing floor. We just got here before y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before they got here. And that's how we saw the Klan joining there. That's why I was like, oh, you're talking all that shit. The Klan ain't here no more. Motherfucker, you part of the Klan and shit.
Exactly.
Fuck is you talking about? The Klan don't exist up here anymore.
Yeah, the Klan don't exist.
Yeah,
throw you off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that the vampire did do was give him the heads up.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? That you know, y'all ain't got to deal with stuff like that no more, and you know, take care of that. Matter of fact, we on our way to get all of them too.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So damn, yeah, that was a deep ass part.
Yeah.
When he told him that. But you know, the Asian woman, she losing it.
She unraveling, dog.
Know what I mean?
They know that shit. They grabbing her.
She
they trying to
losing
hold her
it.
mouth. She unraveling. Come on in, you motherfuckers. I'd have popped that bitch. Bow!
No.
We only got a couple. Don't worry about it, y'all. We only got a couple minutes. Sun will be out in a little while. That bitch is dead.
Come on.
Dog. And she was like the first one to die. You going through all that, you the first one to fucking die.
Dude, that bitch was going so fucking crazy. First of all, the way this bitch died, this bitch is on fire and shit. She fighting, yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Told them to come on in, which to me, like I said, I thought the person that owned the place could the only person that can invite people in.
Right.
I don't know, cause she told them to come on in. He was like, listen, they gonna bust on up there. Yep. I mean, they just bust on in there. People had the guns, so now it's a whole melee.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And then Annie told
Smoke
that, listen, if the vampires get to me, don't let me turn into no vampire. Set me free. I'm not trying to be no vampire. And you know, when it happened, and, you know, they bit her. So, you know, she looked at Smoke. Smoke had to kill her because that's what she wanted. She didn't want to turn into a vampire.
And the crazy thing about it was that Stack, like, when you watch the joint again, because I told my wife, like, that's why Mary ran after that, because Stack knew if we can turn her, then, you know what I mean, we can get Smoke, because he loved her so much, you know what I mean, he'll be with it. So that's how come as soon as, like, soon as Smoke killed Annie, you just see Mary run. Mm-hmm. She was in the joint, like, she haul ass, like, and then Stack was like, yo, you fucking my plan up, because that nigga knew, like, if I could get her to turn, I get my brother. Then we can be brothers again. You know what I mean? Just like this. Yeah. But I was like, because first I was watching that show, I was like, the fuck is she running for?
Right.
I was like, she's hard ass after that. Like, I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, the fuck? She was the master plan or something? Like, yeah. So, but once I watched that shit, I realized that, like, oh, he knew, like, if we can get her to turn, you know what I mean? We can get my brother. Without her, we need her to get my brother and shit. It's weird because watching that shit the whole time, you know, he up there fighting his brother, and then, you know, Sammy outside with like the boy. Was he considering himself the devil or some shit like that?
Listen. I don't. They kept calling him. They refer to it the devil because you know that's stuff that Sammy father put in his head. You know what I mean? He playing that music and being around them type of people. You know, the devil gonna follow you home. So. I guess that's something that he knew through the religion that, you know, because that's what attracted Remick to Sammy, because I guess the way he played and all that, the sounds and all that, because all right, they fighting all in the sawmill or whatever. People, you know what I'm saying, Delta Slim, he sacrificed himself so people can try to get a head start or whatever, which they're just gonna bite your ass up anyway. I don't know when they cut your arm and the blood spurting out. I don't even know what you did there for. Now your arm fucked up. You could have probably fought a little better if you had both arms. You cut your fucking arm, but they coming to tear you up and bite you up anyway. So I don't know what the hell you know what I'm saying?
You treat them like they sharks and shit.
Right.
They like to
that time. The fuck? They just coming to bite your ass up anyway. Now, you only got one good arm. If I'm going down swinging with both arms.
Man.
Right.
My man his fight was so small and obsolete. Yeah. They ran right in, got him right the fuck out the way.
You know what I mean?
I was like, all right, guys. But shit, man.
Same thing happened to the chick Pearline.
Yeah.
Because she got turned into a vampire too, right?
She did, yeah. Because remember, at the end, she was outside with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they turned to a vampire quick. Like, they turned to a vampire like that.
Dog. Yeah. It's
So,
like it was nothing and shit.
Right. So they turned to a vampire so quick. So, this is the thing that get me. I'm thinking they got like, yo, we go out through the back. I'm thinking they got like stairs.
No, yo,
it's nothing.
That shit was crazy.
They jumped up to the dirt. Like, wow. I was like, damn, I thought they was stairs. Someone we go out through the back.
But the shit like he didn't know. That drop was crazy.
He running. Well, Remick, he a vampire, so he just like levitate. So he just jumped from the goddamn building all onto him and shit.
Even on that part, I'm like, why the fuck you got that guitar? Fuck that guitar. Get the fuck out of there. You still got the guitar with you and shit like.
No, because remember, some gave him the guitar. Hey, don't leave the guitar. You know what I'm saying? So some must have knew something that ain't nobody else know. You know what I'm saying? On kind of like how Sam popped, like there's no shit, like because he was like, here the guitar, take the guitar.
Right, I'm thinking like
Sam's ready to bounce without the guitar.
Yeah,
Something when they gave him the guitar, like no, here.
Fucking guitar. See, you a harmonica player. You got shit in your pocket, nigga. I'm not looking no guitar.
You know what I'm saying? This mother got a guitar in his hand. Remick and shit, you know what I'm saying? Got him all gripped up, telling him he need him. And then Remick tells him, I guess he tell him like his life story about how he was growing up and shit, like how he like took his father's land and all this and that from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how like he was treated. I guess that's what, because the same way he probably try to talk people into becoming vampires is the same way somebody finessed him to become a vampire. Yeah. Because of how the way he was treated, him and his family was treated. You know what I'm saying? When he was when his land and all that got took. Yeah. So I guess that's how whoever turned him into a vampire got him. By the same spill that he tell other people, like, listen, y'all ain't gonna never get treated equal and all this and that. Just come and be a part of this. You know what I mean? Everybody get treated the same here. But you lose your soul and use your freedom for that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So, and then, you know, Sam get the was he singing the song? Be doing reciting the prayer or something like that?
He was reciting the prayer.
Yeah, he's like reciting the prayer.
Then they all started reciting the shit together.
Yeah, they all started reciting the prayer. I guess the show don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's like he know it too, and but that's I guess the guitar. The guitar is like some sort of like I don't know, man. It's like something. Because he busted him upside the head with it. Fucked him up with that joint, yeah. Which is crazy because you're a vampire, but that's what busted you upside the head. I guess it got some type of mystical property to it or something like that. Because that shit was in his head like a buzzsaw. Yeah, right, yeah. Shit was in there. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? He busted him upside the head with that shit, you know what I'm saying? And he broke the guitar. I guess the sound and the frequency just had everybody, you know what I mean? It caused them pain. Right, because like, they all hive-minded. Yeah, like that shit was some type of venom symbiote or something like that. Right. Pardon me, no to me. Right. So while he got the goddamn saw halfway in his head, like it's a buzzsaw, you know what I'm saying? That's what hurt him. Yeah. But, yeah, okay, so. And then during this time, and then, okay. And out of nowhere, he gets stabbed. You know what I mean? The stake in the back. Right. When he found out it's Smoke. Because last time we seen Smoke, he was up there fighting with his brother inside the building. Fighting Stack, yeah. You know what I mean? Fighting his brother. Fighting his brother in the building. But you know, he outside now. How he got outside and got past all them other vampires, I don't know. Because motherfuckers vampires all around you. How the fuck you get around them ain't nobody snatch you up? Right. You got to the goddamn water and every damn thing. Yeah, quiet. Listen. Well, anyway, he there. Stabbed him in the back. And that's when Remick was holding him, and it was like when Sam was praying, and like Remick was like baptizing him. I guess he's just making fun of the religion by baptizing him. That's how he got the scars on his face because Remick fucking hands just turned into like fucking claws. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? So that's how he got the scars on his face. Sam got the scars on his face. But then, you know, Smoke came, stabbed him in the back. I mean, he already had the guitar still in his damn head.
Right.
And that's when
he stabbed him in his back, but everybody else felt that shit.
Yeah.
And then that shit started making me think. Cause remember, he was like, if we kill on some vampire shit, he's like, if I kill the main bull, will my brother change back? She's like, no, this shit ain't like that. Right. That's what I was thinking about here. Like,
right, yeah.
She's like, no, this shit ain't like that. They all
they not one of them vampires.
Yeah.
You know, every vampire is different. Some Jones are do.
Yeah,
some people do go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Some vampires, you kill that vampire, every vampire they made, fucking die too. It might turn back human, and sometimes they might all die.
You're right. Yeah.
This Jones, she was like, nah, ain't that ain't happening.
Right. I was like, damn.
Because remember when Smoke and Remick was wrestling, the reason why he couldn't bite Smoke is because he had the hex bag.
Right.
The hex bag has some type of magical property to it, where, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't get close enough to bite him. You know what I'm saying? So that kept him off him. So it really did work. You know what I mean? It showed that worked, because Smoke was one of them type of people where his old thing was like, no, we just take care of business. It's about money and power. You know what I'm saying? And all this and that, all this stuff, all this extra belief in the spiritual. You know, this stuff not real. But he one of the people that say it on the outside, but on the inside, he kind of believe in it a little bit. Right. Because the hex bag is what saved him from getting bit. You know what I mean? But I don't think they showed exactly what was in it.
No, I remember when he went to the drink the first time, he took the joint off, and she like did another spell.
Okay.
She like redid the protection spell on him and shit. Yeah. And he put the joint back up on him. You know what I'm saying? So he believed that shit.
Yeah, because because we go back to that part. That's when they was talking. Is like, well, the shit don't work. She's like, how you know it don't work? Because you here now. You just went through all that stuff you went through.
Right, exactly.
How you know what I was doing and me praying for you and all that stuff didn't work?
Right.
And that's what shut him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, because that's true. You know what I mean? You just automatically acting like it don't work. No, you just having a gun and you being and you having heart and you being in the street, that don't mean that saved you. Her prayers could have been saving you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That could have a lot to do with it. Yeah. And sure enough, that bag around his neck is what stopped Remick from being able to bite him. Yeah. So, I mean, that right there, and then it shows Smoke and Sammy, after Remick gets stabbed in the back, he got the guitar halfway through his head. Yeah. The sun come up, he just burns up. Now, I don't know if it's because he got hit in the head with the guitar, and the guitar was like also like something magical. Because my thing is this: if earlier the sun was out and he didn't burn up like that, why would he burn up now?
No, I don't know.
Why would he burn up like that? He burned up like a tornado of fire.
But fam, my whole thing is like, why didn't you just count your losses? Like, yo, you know what? Yo, we gotta get up out of here. The sun, all of us, we gotta roll out. We get you motherfuckers later. Like y'all don't know. Like he had no type of fucking sense of time and shit. But you was like so many 100 years old.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because he just wanted that bad. Because he said that he needed Sammy because it's some people that had passed away that he wanted to help bring back. He thought the music that Sammy played or whatever magic that come with that, or mystical things that come with him dancing and him singing and playing the guitar and the music and all that. He was going to use that to bring some people back. So I'm assuming he was going to use that to bring some people's souls back or whatever, and put them in people's bodies or something like that to get them back. Because when he had Sammy like in the water, he was kind of telling like a little bit of his life. You know what I mean? How he got, you know what I mean? What happened to his family and what happened to his father and got land, and that's how he got treated. And I guess that's how some vampire came and finessed him, making him feel like he's a part of something. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, ain't nobody gonna discriminate or treat you bad and all that now. And that's the same thing he used. He used the whole, we need to all be together. You know what I mean? It ain't no discrimination and all that there and this and that. But yeah, that part right there threw me off, because that part when the sun was up, he just turned in the fire. Like he just burnt up.
And I'm like, all the rest of them, they all just
everybody burnt up.
Everybody except for Mary and Stack, because they gone.
Yeah, so
even though at that point we don't know if Stack was dead or not. We just know that, you know what I'm saying, Smoke came out, Yeah,
so that happens. Now I mean the vampires that was there in Remick, they burn up when the sun rise. All right, so then Smoke tells Sammy, take the car and roll.
Right.
Because he remembered what the vampire said. The vampire said that the clan was coming.
Yeah.
To kill people. Now I mean, supposedly, I guess to kill whoever stayed over at the place, at the Juke joint or whatever. So he go get he go get his war chest or whatever.
Yo, yeah.
Open that joint up. He still got the stuff from the war, all that stuff in there. Know what I'm saying? Now I mean, he got some heavy duty shit in that joint. So the people roll up that's from the clan. They don't got the clan outfit. They just got regular clothes on. They jump out with their guns and all that, ready to kill whoever in there. He hiding out in the bushes, on some sniper shit. Know what I'm saying? Snipe a couple of them and all that. They can't really 100% see where it's at because he laid down. Know what I'm saying? Hitting them. Next thing you know, he come up with the Tommy gun. He tearing motherfuckers up with that shit.
Yeah.
He tear them motherfuckers up with the Tommy gun after he hit a few with the sniper rifle. He's shooting that shit up. So, you know what I mean? And then, but in the process, he gets hit one time. This is what throws me off. He tore everybody up. He gets shot one time.
I didn't even know where he got shot at. I didn't know that was a deadly spot. He got shot like right here.
No, anything. He just looked at it.
That shit was like, doot. But then that shit was like, I was like, he died from that.
Yeah.
That's when I was in the movies. I was like, yo, I bet you his brother and I dead, and somehow you gonna try to pull him in, bite him, and turn him into a vampire. But he really died though.
You know what I mean? And then because it showed like the bull Hardwood. You know what I mean? He was there, and he got popped up. He on the ground dying and shit. So he talking to him. He like, so Smoke standing on top of him like, you got a cigarette? I was like, man, fuck you, nigga. But then he gave him the cigarette though.
Right.
Southern hospitality. I came here to kill y'all though. You know what I mean? Some twisted ass Southern hospitality.
Yo.
He gave him the cigarette. This motherfucker sitting on the ground, you know what I mean? This motherfucker sitting on the ground. I guess it's when he like started to I don't know if he started like, this is the part he started dying because he looked over, he see Annie holding a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got the puppy out though, breastfeeding.
Yeah, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, yeah.
You know, and he smoked a cigarette. She like, you can hold the baby, put that cigarette out. I don't want that smoke getting on my baby.
Right.
He put the cigarette away. So I guess the white boy looking like, what the fuck is you looking at? Because he don't know, because he don't see what Smoke's seeing.
Right.
Smoke fucking look at this motherfucker and just pop him the fuck up on the ground. Then that should just go away. It don't show like that he died. I'm just assuming that he died.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because that's what he was saying. Because that's what she said. Like, you know, if I pass away, don't let me turn into no vampire.
Yeah, because I got somebody waiting for me.
Now I mean, just set me free.
Yeah.
And somebody waiting on me, and we gonna be waiting on you too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's when it go away, and then that's when it showed the scene that you originally saw in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Him showing back up to his father at church, all fucking bloody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Scar on his face and shit.
He only got the guitar. He like a piece of the guitar in his hand.
Right.
His father like, something about give it up and give your life to God or something like that.
So he dropped the guitar, son.
Yeah, he dropped the guitar. You don't ask what happened?
Nah.
Where your cousins at? Why you covered in blood?
Nah. Told him that sin. I told you the devil's gonna find you. Drop that guitar, son, and give your life to God. Then the crazy thing about it, I'm thinking like, yeah, that shit was a rap. No. He ride off with the guitar, like.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He still got the piece of the guitar. No, because remember before Smoke told man take the car and roll, he was like, yeah, man. He's like, you still got that? It's like he still had it in his hand, like you still got that, like, yeah. Stack told me y'all such y'all run this joint from like a famous. I forgot the boy name.
The boy name. I was trying to think the whole time we was talking.
He was like that nigga lying. That was our father's guitar.
Yeah. That fucking lying, yo. Y'all forgot the boy name that he said that he got that shit from. He won like in a car game.
It's like, no, that was our father. Like, that was our daddy's guitar. I guess that was like, I don't know, I guess a way like, redeeming their daddy from thinking that their father was an evil man and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He had, I guess, the magical guitar or whatever that was used to bust the vampire upside the head. You know what I mean? That right there. But then, he had to show him they show Sam riding off. He left, and still had the guitar, and it just showed him riding off in the car. And then, it fast forward like 60 years. Yeah. From like 1932 to like 1992. Yep. And now Sam is an old man now.
He's like a famous blues singer.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's famous and all that. You know what I'm saying? He's famous now. And I mean, it jumped 60 years. Then, okay. And then it shows him after he's done playing, he's sitting at the bar.
Right.
Sitting at the bar, security come and say, some people that, want to meet you. And actually, can they come in? He like, yeah.
Yo, as soon as he said shit, like, this motherfucker still inviting niggas in.
Right.
As soon as he said that shit, like, still inviting niggas in.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna learn.
He's like, yeah, tell them they can come in.
Yeah.
It turns out to be Stack and Mary.
Yeah.
Because it shows that Mary got away, and when Stack and Smoke was fighting, because people just assumed that Smoke killed Stack.
Right.
But he didn't. He told him he just couldn't bring himself to kill his brother. But he's like, listen, you gotta leave Sam alone. Don't try to like bring him into this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just let him live his life and leave him alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he agreed.
Yeah. He agreed to it. But my thing is, I don't, because if the vampire that made them, well, Mary made Stack.
Right.
But Remick made Mary. So I guess the whole came off him once Remick died.
I guess so.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing Stack remembered that he had that conversation with his brother. Because I'm thinking like, all right, if the head vampire didn't die, would they even have that? I guess they got their own self-control, whatever now, since he's dead, Remick is dead.
Yeah.
So it just showed because
he had them motherfuckers out there doing the river dance. They all line danced like that motherfucker. He had them on some other shit.
Right. So yeah, it shows Stack
looking like a 1990s drug dealer.
Exactly. Like he had the Coogee on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Coogee on, the rings, all that.
Yeah, like
I mean?
Yeah.
So they have a conversation. And, the conversation was deep, man, about, because I guess they always, I guess, knew he was at, kept an eye on him, but he stayed away because, he promised his brother that he would just let him live his life.
Right.
He wouldn't try to, like, coerce him and turn him into a vampire, even though now they're like, listen, man, you kind of like getting towards the end of your life. Like, we can turn you into a vampire. He said no. I would have said no too, because at this point I'm fucking old.
Rat. Yeah, what up? I would have continued like this?
Right. I'm gonna be a fucking old vampire.
Yeah, right. Like, no.
But I wouldn't be an old man.
You looking like that, I'm looking like this.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I promised your brother, but motherfucker, fuck that. You should have been asking me. You ain't talking old man.
Right. Yeah, like, fuck out of here.
And I want to be an old man at that point. No, let me just go. I might as well go and ride it out now.
Yeah.
So, know what I mean? And he told him, like, listen, man, yo, man, that was like, before, he was like, before all that happened, that was like the best day of my life. And, Stack, like, yeah, me too. That was like, you know what I mean? Before all that was like the best day of life. The last time we was all together.
Yeah.
I was staying out there in the sun with my brother. Yeah. And all that, he was like, yeah, me too. And that's how the joint, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like, we got all your albums.
Yeah.
He's like, it ain't nothing like the real thing, though. Can you play the real thing for
us? Yeah.
That motherfucker still had to get guitar still back, prime position and shit. Like, this motherfucker got this shit put back together, right? You know what I mean? Played them the joint. Then, did you see the, it was another part after that credits. The credits played, then there was another part after that. Where it showed like Sam Young. He was like young, because remember when he went to church, they was playing like This Little Light of Mine. Mm-hmm. Then when he went back, playing This Little Light. So the joint at the end, he was like on the joint, but he was singing that shit like, you know how he was singing in the blues joint. And then that shit went off. I was like, damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that shit was good, man. Good fucking movie.
Yeah. It was a lot of messages in it, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it wasn't just like a horror movie. You know what I mean? It was layered. You know what I mean? Stuff had like deeper meanings to it and stuff like that. The whole vampires, how people just come and just, you know, they promise you things, but then in return, it's like what you got to give up is not worth it. And how people kind of like come to you and try to like coerce you into like thinking like, you know, things will be better, but it's like how things gonna be better if you got to get your soul up. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? So it's like, it's the whole choice of, you know, are some things worth it? How music connects people. Yeah, man, there's a lot of different messages in it, man. It was a dope movie. It was a dope movie, man. It really was, man. That was a good movie. Very, 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 very good movie, man. Yeah, so all y'all, I mean, I'm hoping that the ones that didn't see it don't listen to this till after y'all see it. Yeah. Know what I mean?
After I saw that joint, I called my uncle and shit, because, you know, growing up in the church, I remember when they was like that the devil was like head of the choir in heaven. Know what I mean? That's why they say that the music is like this now, because when God cast him out, the first thing that he tormented was the music that we listened to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I called my uncle like, yo, you see that joint? I was like, that's what I remember when I was talking about that joint in the church, like, yeah. And it's still like that with the music now, like, and I was like, damn, that's crazy, yo. It made me think of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that movie was wild, man. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, the thing that kind of didn't mess the movie up, mess the anticipation up, was I think they just let too much go in the previews. Because, like, after seeing the previews, I already knew that Stack was going to turn into a vampire. Like, I'm like, all right, and I'm telling my wife, like, one of them changed. Like, because, you know, from the previews, I'm like, they didn't have to tell us that in the previews. But I don't know, maybe they just felt like, we got to get the people something to get the people to come. Because, you know what I mean, they might not come if we only give them a little bit. But it was good to me. I had planned on seeing it, you know what I'm saying, from the little bit I saw.
Yeah. That's one of the things that you did know. That, yeah. One of them was going to turn into a vampire.
Right. Yeah. Because even the fact that it was vampires, like, they started releasing so many trailers, I'm like, this is joint about vampires. That's why people was like, yeah, this joint is just starting out too slow.
Because everybody thought the whole joint was going to be just a horror movie about vampires.
Right.
No, they kind of like built the story up and they told like different people, like the whole experience of being down south. If you was going to make a vampire movie, you could just make a vampire movie during today's time.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
The shit was like deeper meaning. That shit was dope to me. The show, I mean, the show like how people like, it gave you like insight to how things were back then.
Yeah. Dog, it definitely did.
Yo, they really was down there, like, because I be hearing from people that grew up down there, they used to live down and stuff like that in the Mississippi Delta. Yeah, that's how life was for a lot of people, even though they wasn't even old all the way back then. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? How some people, you know, like that's where they from, and they like leave the same way the twins. They got up out of there. I know people that they got up out of there. Like, yo, I was never gonna be able to make no money. If I wanted to make some real money in life and bust some real moves, I had to get up out of there.
Oh, that shit did show a lot of shit that like we didn't really pay. Like the shit that was fucking me up was just the currency. I'm like, damn, it's like they showing all this. Because remember when they went to the Juke joint, they said they own electricity.
Right.
They had the joint like, just I'm like, what the fuck? They just set their own shit up. Like, I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. But that's what ain't like. What you gonna call? You gonna call Pico?
Right.
Call Pico and set the shit up. No. First off, I didn't even sign no deed to get the motherfucker.
I just gave you money and you just took it and left.
Right. And your routine is to kill motherfuckers and then you resell the shit. Come on, man. Yo, that shit was crazy, yo. When you think about that shit back in the day, man, that shit really was on some like, you just do whatever you want. You lawless. Because, yo, he shot Bull like in the middle of the street. Shot Bull dead his ass and then shot Bull in his knee and was like, here, patched him up. Where the police at? You like, who the fuck's going to stop this shit? But, yo, that's just how that shit was, yo.
Shit, the police pulled up to kill their ass. They was the Klan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, another thing that was crazy about that joint when I watched it, but like you said, it's a movie. I'm like, why would they show up in the morning time? Why would they show up at night when they know everybody there, kill them then and then?
Because they probably had some guns.
Huh?
Because they knew you probably had guns
probably
too.
So, and then that would kill the whole vampire shit.
Right.
Then you impeding onto their storyline with that. So I'm like, it's a movie, so I understand that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good looking out about a vampire for letting that information out.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
He's like, yeah, that's his nephew. When I bit him, I saw the shit. These motherfuckers about to go down there and kill you. I'm like, damn, small fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the crazy thing about that, he showed up when he worried. Wasn't you worried where your nephew was at? He just showed up like, all right, boys, let's get him out of here. Where's your people at? You don't even know where your nephew is, but whatever, man.
Right.
That shit was crazy. That was a good ass movie, man.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people asking for a sequel. I don't know how you do a sequel to that movie because that joint's open ended. That joint is done. You know what I mean? That shit was a good movie. Right where it's at. I leave that shit right where it's at. The thing that made me let me ask you this because we know Ryan Coogler, right? That's his name.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler. The relationship that he had with Chadwick. Would Chadwick being in that movie if he was alive?
What you mean? What you mean? You said in or into?
In the movie, because Ryan Coogler, he also the one that did Black Panther.
Right.
Would Chadwick have been in that movie if he was alive? You think?
Been in it? I don't think so.
Oh, all right. I was just asking.
Because what part would he have played?
I don't know. I was just asking that because I was thinking that because I know they had like a cool relationship, and I was thinking like who would he be if he was in that movie? Because Michael B. Jordan played a hell of a role playing Smoke and Stank.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hell of a joint.
Them motherfuckers down south in the damn heat wearing suits. That's how they dressed back then.
Suits with the Kango hats.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna look. Now I mean that was the fly shit though. I want some suits from back then. I want some suits that style like that from back then. I mean, don't be surprised when you start seeing me wearing some suits. Like, why doesn't got a suit on to do the podcast and the suit is like it's from the 1920s? Mind your fucking business. I mean, like, why you got that suit on? I just came and talked to a man about a dog.
I came to talk to a man about a dog. It was like, what? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's down south saying.
He's like a shih tzu.
Right.
That's the shit that I'm glad. Yo, thank God for making me at this time because I don't know how I would do. I mean, you would do it because you were used to it. That outhouse shit, dog.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know nothing else.
You wouldn't know nothing else, right? You would do it because that's your life.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know nothing else. It ain't like where the tall's at. Fucking the tall. I mean, no. You just been doing that. But yeah, if I have the same mentality and personality that I was born with now, then, yeah, I'd have probably been doing some gangster shit too.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I'm not, dog. 50 Cent, he didn't have it. He had 30 cents and some fucking food stamps. They's basically food stamps.
Yeah, because he did work for the store, so this is how we pay you.
Yeah, we pay you with being able to get some stuff from the store.
But the thing about it, how do the store pay for the shit like that? So, all right.
I'm already making money anyway, so I'm just giving you a couple of things free. You know how we'll give you a discount. Just like if you work at a fast food place, they let you eat at a discount.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So price was joint like that.
Yeah, wooden nickels and
shit.
shit.
And I got these. These is good though. He was like, these is good down at the store. Smoke was like, hold up. Hold up.
Yo!
These motherfuckers is not paying with real money.
They accepted that shit. My man Smoke was mad as fuck. They was like, all right, here you go. They was like, what? Meet in the back room. Fuck is going on? Fuck is going on? Talking about something, yo. We got.
Damn, I ain't never turned the light. I ain't never turned the sign on.
I ain't even paying no mind. You know what I mean? We got it. I mean, the people, they come here to have a good time. And fuck that. We have a good time. We came here to make money. Y'all just picked the wrong spot to go to make money at.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? But, yeah, bro. But, yeah, that was a dope movie, man. That was a real dope movie, man. A lot of deep meaning to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the part where they fast forward, they went the future 60 years, and show that Stack and Mary was together. So that show get you a fair-skinned woman, she'll stick with you.
There you go.
She'll stay by your side.
Sammy older than a motherfucker. She's leaving some buy a little Sammy, a little. Put your about to clock out.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking like?
You know what I mean? They stayed together, so I guess, when she became a vampire, Fuck a man that owned the farm. I guess they stuck together.
Fuck you talking about on the farm? He did.
Who said he did? Who knows?
Fam, 60 years?
Yeah, you don't know how old he was or how old because, you know.
First off, you see how old Sammy was? And he was the young boy.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga dead, cuz.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Sammy, they smelled that shit on him. He was like, don't smell like you got long. I was like, it's like, what? All right, fam, you don't got to smell me. You can look at me and tell I don't got too much longer to go, fam. But yeah, that was a good fucking movie, man. Shout out to them, man. Great fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody did. Check it out before we spoiled it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know how, I mean, the movie reviews go over here. We break the whole fucking movie down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't listen to this. I mean, if you plan on seeing the movie.
Well, you said this at the very end. You said, don't listen to this. We already done the whole fucking episode.
Well, people will already see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are gonna see when it say send us movie review.
Yeah.
Don't watch it until you see the movie. You plan on seeing the movie first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we don't do that spoiler free.
Yeah.
Nah. You might as well not do it then.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I hate that.
What, spoiler free jump?
Yeah. Because you ain't saying nothing. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You ain't saying nothing. So anyway, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, dope movie, man. So going out there and support, you know what I mean? And continue to support Black independent films too. You know, we nickname them Tubi movies. But you know, support those movies too by watching them, you know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I mean? Any kind of way you can.
Yeah. Listen, support black anyway, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what I do.
Yeah, so
as much as I can.
So all y'all chicks who talking about, you know what I mean, y'all want motherfuckers to pay for it, I'm gonna pull up with them wooden nickels. Which one $40? Only got $20.
Only got 20.
I only got 20.
But I got these.
I mean, I got
is
the
good
shit.
at any general store you go.
Yeah. Wooden nickels and sharecrop dollars. Look at the sharecropping. That is sharecropping dollars. Shit wasn't even real money.
That shit wasn't real money. He was upset that she took that shit too. Like, what the fuck is this? This ain't even real money.
Said I got 30 cents and these. These is good at the store.
So basically, nigga, you only drinking one John tonight. You done.
No, he ain't had another one. One joint was 50 cents. Yeah, he only had 30 cents and one nickel.
So that nigga done for the night. It's early in the night. We just opened this bitch. Sipping slow over here.
You know what I mean? That's how I'm paying for y'all chicks. I'm paying with food stamps. I'm going in the strip club. I'm paying with wooden nickels and sharecrop dollars. Talking about these joints is good at the store. I'm paying with a EBT.
Throughout all that though, man, they was out there having a good time.
Hell yeah.
Regardless of what they had or what they didn't have, they was out there having a fucking good time.
Man, listen, you had to. You know what I mean? Life was rough. You see, that's what I mean. That's why I understand why older folks be like, y'all motherfuckers act like y'all got it so hard. Y'all got it easy. Right. I believe y'all. I used to believe them older people. When you start seeing what some of the people go through, a lot of people done passed away since then, since I was a kid and all this, that could time go on. But some of the stuff that some of the people went through, people that grew up like around like my great grandmother time, like my great grandmother, I think she's born like 1926. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She gone now, but you know what I mean? But when they used to say stuff like that, yeah, that's shit they had to go through. And you still got to get up and go to work and still want to be a wife, a husband, you know what I'm saying? Have a family. And look the stuff they had to go through. That's why they calling everybody soft now. I ain't gonna hold you. Motherfuckers is soft compared to them. What they had to go through? Yeah. Motherfuckers ain't built like that. That's why I understand why some people be like, oh, ain't nobody traditional more. Everybody modern, nobody tradition. No, I'll be the first to admit, we is not built like how the men built was built back then. I ain't got no problem admitting that.
Somewhat we don't have to be though.
Yeah, we don't gotta be, but we
are softer though. I agree with you.
Yeah. Yo, them motherfuckers, listen, man. My great grandfather and them, when they was boycotting the buses, they used to walk to work. They used to walk to work. My grandfather used to walk, I think this is my great grandfather, used to walk to work. I think he worked down at the Campbell Soup joint.
Okay.
So I was here. Walk to work. Mind you, he got to walk there and then work the day and then walk back home. people walked because they was boycotting the buses.
Right.
Shit like that. That motherfuckers ain't built for today. So I get it when you say, yo, we want traditional women, but y'all not traditional men. I'll be the first to tell you. I mean, I would have probably ended up having to do that stuff if I was back then too. But I'll be the first to admit, them motherfuckers was hard fucking body motherfuckers, dog. Motherfuckers like these days ain't built like that. To go through what you went through in life. You know, Delta Slim was talking, that shit hit me hard. That shit reminded me of every fucking body, every older person I was growing up, how they used to tell stories, especially people that grew up, older dudes that they grew up in the South. So when he was telling those stories, I felt that because I heard a lot of people tell stories like that, how they got treated when they was growing up in the South. That shit was crazy to me, man. That mother couldn't do nothing but just.
Yeah, no. So I gotta get yourself back together.
Yeah, like, god damn. Shit was crazy. Yo. Fucking rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of cotton. Just fucking cotton fields. Some motherfuckers was just driving, just rows and rows and rows of cotton fields. Stuff. Man, listen. Give me a fucking Tommy gun. We running up in his bank.
Shit, you gotta have the money for the gun.
Exactly. So now we gotta bust somebody upside the head, finesse somebody with a gun. Cause you see, they had the army shit. They kept that shit.
Yeah, they ain't giving that shit back.
Right.
Give it back. Fuck out of here.
That motherfucker had grenades in every goddamn thing. Shit. Know what I mean? Paying with fucking motherfuckers. I ain't paying with fucking wooden nickels, nigga. Know what I mean? Sharecropping motherfuckers. They had their own like welfare system. They had their own food stamps. That's basically what that was.
But you got to create something to survive. You know what I mean? Because if the people don't got the money, you know what I'm saying? We need customers in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So the currency is not going to fucking expand. Ain't gonna be make no more money. They ain't gonna come out here and drop more dollars into our fucking community. So we gotta create the dollars.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. Nowadays, it's shit different because fucking the dollar is obsolete. I don't even know the last time I even had a fucking dollar in my hand.
What?
I don't know last time I had physical money in my hand. I can't tell you last time I had physical money in my hand.
I got money in my pocket right now. You don't keep at least a couple of dollars. You want to go to the corner store or something?
I got money on my fucking phone. I can tap my fucking phone. I can tap my watch. I keep money. There's money in my account. I don't got money on. I don't keep money on me. I got coins and shit like that. Like $1 though. I don't remember last time I had $1 on me.
Maybe I'm old fashioned like that.
You already said that shit a while ago though. But yeah, I got my fucking phone. Even if my phone died, I mean not the phone died. But even if my phone is off, like no service, I can still tap. Boop. My shit like that.
Yeah, and that lets you know it ain't no such thing as the shit not never be truly being
exactly.
off.
You know, yeah. Fourth, I agree with you. I tap that bitch. Whoop.
There's no such thing as your phone being dead.
Yeah, I still get my shit. Well, my watch don't got no network unless it's by the phone. But I can leave the phone here and still go out to the phone. Whoop. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Going out support this movie, man. It was a good movie. Now, I'm assuming if y'all listen to it, y'all already seen the movie, like I said. Yeah, but thank you, everybody, man. Thank y'all for the love and support. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Well, y'all can subscribe. I mean, I appreciate subscribe on like audio. You know what I'm saying? Follow, subscribe on like audio. YouTube, I don't even stress y'all about subscribing on no YouTube because they don't do nothing but take subscribers away from us and play with the numbers anyway. So. But now, I mean, y'all still do that. But I mean, we appreciate that, man. But other than that, man, we're out of here. I guess. What would that make? Would that make me smoke and you stack then? Because that's such shit I'll be. Motherfucker throw some fucking wood nickels down on the goddamn table. Yeah. I'll be pissed the hell off.
I can see you like that. Like, yo, fam, the people should have a good time. Good time. Where the fuck we gonna be at? Good time. Right. I can see you on some shit like that. Yeah, because yo,
I be in there going off like the bull, like. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I be going on like the bull on the internet. He just came out of nowhere. That shit just set him off. But you like, don't touch my shit. She's like, come get your shit. Don't touch my shit. Man, just quiet for a second. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. There you going off. You know what I mean?
Oh God. Yeah, that's how that shit be. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, listen, that lets you know. And also in the movie, listen, man, what the fuck is your rank? Some of y'all motherfuckers doing all that. This motherfucker had a farm. She wanna fuck with a gangster nigga though.
I know.
He was like, didn't your life turn out good? You got a man that got money, he got a farm. She wanted to be with you. This motherfucker ripping and running, robbing and shit and robbing and fucking sticking, you know what I mean?
Not just that, even the chick that was saying.
Yeah.
She had you could tell she wasn't like from them. She had like a nice dress on when she saw him.
Yeah.
So she probably come from like whatever money was back then. Mm-hmm. She come from that. Cause she met him at the train station, was on some shit like looked nice, she looked presentable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So he was what a rapper would be now.
Yeah. Right.
They working with rappers and street dudes. Ain't nothing changed.
Nah, you're right.
Ain't nothing changed in 100 years.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed in 100 years. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, you right. That you know it's crazy. That shit kind of showed you that nothing changed. Even when he was singing in the barn and that shit was going through the renditions throughout the years. Yeah, nothing changed. They having a good time. We come together. We look at the kids. We laugh at the kids now like that fucking drill music. These kids, but to them, they're having a good time. That's them having a good time, even though we might not relate to their music or you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You see the affiliation with that shit from us, but they having a good time when they get together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even if it's twerking and shit, like, them fucking girls, they having a good time. So that it is what it is. Yeah.
All right, man. Like you said, man, thank y'all, man. And I guess we out of here.
Definitely, no doubt.
Damn, we done spent 2 hours on this joint. See, that's what I mean. The movie was 2 hours. We done talked about the movie for 2 hours. Yep. But it didn't feel like 2 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like the movie didn't feel like it was 2 hours.
Yeah. That's why I got mad when it got to the end and it showed the part. I was like, oh, this shit about to end. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's the fucking perfect beginning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, no doubt. Thank y'all for everything, man. We out here, y'all. Peace.